Ready? What time is ready?
3, 2,
Nah.
1.
What's that?
Oh, I forgot to turn the bots up again. This happened last week.
Oh no.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. 1 sec. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, morning. This is...
Well, let me.
What episode this is? Hold on.
It's 9, right?
I think it's 9. Yeah, it's episode 9, BTA podcast. I am Ali, joined by Kelly,
Hello.
Rajiv,
Hello.
Collie,
Well, amigos.
and Meat.
Yeah.
And first things first, how everybody doing?
Let
Not
me
good.
see. Here.
So you gotta check your notes.
Have an annotated
I'm feeling a
description
5 day
idea.
on that here.
True.
I feel in a solid 7.
Which one is the one with
No, it
Collie
was on
fitting out the big
6.
distance?
What?
All of them technically.
I'm a mixture of 7 and I think 5.
So you could just say 6 in it.
No, that's not how that works.
6 in between 5 and 7.
the number 6 is between 5 and 6. The emotion of number 6 is not in between 5 and 6.
Yeah.
That is true.
That's
That is
cap.
very true.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm like, you take the visual effect of 7 and apply it to 5.
You
So you're
can't
doing the
level
peace
line.
sign, but you're also fading out.
Yes.
It's just a picture of Niles.
It's not like Kelly was like vibrating in that picture or anything. It was just like my hand was shaking when I take it to come out.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fine.
Faulty photography.
Yes, that's happened.
There's a reason my boy John
Photography
Nathan
was
was
not
not
his
in the
man's
photography club. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Is it because cameras are expensive?
Also that. Yes. Anyways,
That was the reason I was seeing.
we have the struggle tweets of the week. Kelly, can you go ahead and read this out for us, please?
That's not fair.
You mean that's not fair? Just read it. It's 3 words.
I will not. I refuse.
You can't. What do you mean you refuse? It's 3 words.
I refuse.
Alright, well, you could follow us on Twitter at btastruggletwts.com. I don't think we actually have that domain, but still. Anyways, first thing on the agenda. Colin, you wanted to talk about the NBA championships.
Yeah, that's a brief thing of a jig. Like, Miami Heat was doing kind of well, right?
They
They was
were
doing really well for this finals. And then for this last game, and then for this final game, game 5, they were down by at least,
down
let
by
me
a
see,
lot. 35, I think
by
it was.
40 points, by at least 40 points.
No, it was like 35, but yeah.
Oh,
And
what
then
the hell happened?
basically what happened was they put in Goran Dragic. How do you say his name? Goran Dragic. And Goran Dragic got injured in the first game of the series. So basically he couldn't put any pressure on his foot.
Oh,
He was hopped up on painkillers trying to play that last game because there was a chance they would go home. And they did go home. But yeah. Basically he was playing on just sheer force of will. And yeah, when they put him into the
So
game,
shown an animation.
yeah, like he was like really desperate to play because he was the leading scorer. He didn't want to let his team down, so he tried to play. And because he's on one foot, the other team attacked him ruthlessly and scored a lot of points while he was on the floor. But otherwise, valiant effort. They played really well, but it was not enough. Colin, you have anything else to add? Just put BRB in the chat.
I was like, I can suggest this so that Ali could talk. Just setting my boy up.
This came up in the sound test. I was like, I'm the only one with any kind of basketball knowledge. Just me rambling about this. But
Wait,
yeah.
if ruthless is a word,
Oh, we end up here.
No, you said Ruth first, and it got me thinking.
Okay. What are you
So, like,
thinking
is
about?
Ruth a word?
You tell me.
It was,
It was. It lose the word
but we'll
pass.
save that. We'll save that for the word of the day.
Alright, sure. So yeah. I don't know if I should just keep talking about basketball until Colin come back. I don't know when he's gonna come back.
Well, he said be right back. That could
With
be
Collie, that could mean
1
an
minute.
hour. We could be done wrapping up and Collie now decides to come back. Let me just move on for now. If he comes back, we'll just go back to it.
Yeah, you actually just go.
Yeah. Okay. Next up, we have one of the predominant stories also this week was an oil tanker off the coast of Venezuela starting to sink. And I don't know I forgot the name of it. Is the
Nabarima.
Yeah, that's it. Nabarima. Starting to sink. Somebody made like a big deal of it out on Twitter. It was like, hey, if we have any kind of concern for our coastlines or whatever, we should send somebody out there to look at it. And what they have failed to take into account is that it is, in Venezuelan waters. If we attempt to board that ship, it can be seen as an act of war. And waging a war with Venezuela is not something Trinidad wants to do right now. So, yeah.
Whatever.
It got,
Ideally.
it got so out of hand that, like, they had to release a statement on it, the government. They released a statement where they're saying and explaining, yeah, we don't have any jurisdiction over this. We are in communication with the Venezuelan authorities, trying to, see what we can do. We want to send a team there. But so far they're saying no, we can't. Or it was like something like, the Venezuela, they were like changing the details of the deal or whatever. So that's why
I
like
have
nothing's been
altered
done
it.
about it yet. So yeah.
How much oil is on it again? I think it's like a couple 100,000. No, is it 1 million gallons? More than 1 million? Can't remember.
It's a lot of oil. Lot of oil. I don't have the exact number. Containing over 1 million barrels of oil, dangerously tilting, risk of capsizing.
Isn't that more than the Deepwater catastrophe by Exxon? I'm pretty sure it is. 1.3 million barrels of oil. And
Yeah.
so if that gets out, it's going to be unpleasant.
And yeah, we basically just like waiting to see if there's anything we can do about it. Because we can't take a proactive approach. We're just at the beck and call of the Venezuelan government. It would be extremely disastrous if it were to capsize because, we are right there. It would affect basically all of our coastlines, especially the fishing communities that we have in Trinidad that we depend on. So, yeah, at least something can be done about it.
I mean, if it makes you feel any better, because of the currents that go through the Gulf of Paria, it would be almost the entire Caribbean getting affected.
Yeah.
Okay, no. Deepwater Horizon was 4.9 million barrels. But I think
Jesus
it's
Christ.
less than Valdez. That was in the Gulf of
Yeah,
Mexico.
Colin, you come back?
yeah, I reach back. I'm currently doing some caramel popcorn
Some what?
for
Oh,
eat. So I had to go and put some ginger and lime.
in popcorn?
Well, in the sauce to make the caramel.
Interesting.
You cooking
Yeah,
for
that's
real,
one.
bro.
No,
Ginger
that's
lime
one of the
popcorn.
ingredients. Yeah, that's one of the ingredients.
Wait, is Lachlan online?
Lachlan is online, but he said he wouldn't be able to make it. I don't know if he'll show up.
Oh no.
If he does come, we can just like impromptu go straight to the cake discussion and pick that back up.
It's really just an excuse to aggravate Lachlan.
It is. But it was really funny at the time.
It really was, huh?
It will be really funny now. The question to the agent.
10 out of 10.
Yeah. Anyways, anybody else have anything to say about the oil tanker?
Not
Oil bad in water. Please help.
So
I mean,
Yes,
true.
sir. Rajiv, like you're in
yeah.
environmental studies, bro.
I like to eat fish, and if it comes and if it starts leaking, I won't be able to eat fish,
but
and that's
reefs
sad.
and their lives, first and foremost.
And of
Yeah.
course, horrible environmental impact that will last for generations.
Nah, you just want
You
fish.
just want fried fish, bro.
Yeah, I do.
We talking about environmental
Aren't
impact.
And
you a
like, I'm
vegetarian?
not
Hold
going
on.
to. I'm not a vegetarian.
You get that from like
You don't pick and choose when you want to be a vegetarian.
no,
Trust
you
me, I'm
picking
not
and
the
choosing
one.
when you want
Yeah,
to think this man is a vegetarian.
I
Well,
mean, is Navratri right now? So yes, I am currently a vegetarian.
see, you're picking and choosing.
Hey,
You you just fast for a religious event. That's it. And every Saturday and Thursday.
That sound like you were like picking your audience for like, yeah, it's my shift.
if you don't shut the hell.
I mean, considering the environmental impact of the meat industry, I think it would benefit the world if everyone did something like
Oh
that.
yeah, for sure. Like
So when is
True,
your
too
shift,
true.
Mr. Ali?
no, like okay, let me talk about this for a little bit. But it was winter semester. I started doing this. No, just like be vegetarian for 1 day a week because you're absolutely right about the meat industry having crazy impacts on the environment. So I was like, yeah, I just won't eat any meat on Mondays.
Good choice. Good choice.
I haven't picked it back up in a while because I was living with my mom at home for the last 7 months, and it's like whatever she cooks, you eat. So
Yeah, you eat what you get.
it's different from like when I'm at university and I have to buy food because then I can make the conscious choice to just not buy meat. I can't just tell my mom, "Hey, don't cook meat on Monday." You know,
We should get you cooking too.
eventually when I can buy groceries again, we'll get to
Ah,
that.
boy.
We'll get to that. Okay. Anyways, we're about halfway through now, so everybody take a sip of water. Customary drink break.
Halfway through what? There's no way to half it all pass. I can cry, bro.
I'm rounding up because I don't want to like have
It's
Kelly start
20
telling the
minutes.
story and
That's
then
right
have to
now.
cut her off.
My story?
Yes.
What
Yes.
story?
Oh boy.
That's right,
You heard the story?
Nah, correct answer.
You constantly interrupted, man. I not even making a dog. They just come and tell me to throw in ingredients. Like, what do
Collie?
we do?
You good?
Collie?
Well, I good
What's
now,
up, bro?
hopefully. Nobody bother, man. Well, I podcast. But, yeah.
That sound like you good, bro.
You need that sauce, dog?
Yeah, this was me. It's damn good.
Alright. Nice man. Oh god.
Ah,
All I
Anyways.
have to tell them is that it tastes like ginger and lime.
Lachlan.
Hello.
Lachlan?
Hello?
Hello.
Where am I go?
Lachlan, you here for the rest of the podcast?
Hello, friends.
Hello.
I want to say I ain't even answering that question.
Lachlan, are you gonna be here for the rest of the podcast?
No, I'm probably just gonna pop in for a little bit. Also,
Okay.
Latoya's here. Say hi, Latoya.
Hi,
Hi,
Latoya.
Latoya.
Hi.
Hello,
Hi,
Latoya.
Latoya.
Big
Okay.
fan.
She's a big fan.
This is at Flush868 on Twitter. You don't need to find out from anybody else.
I want to say you don't need your correct intel.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. What are we talking about?
Kelly is about to tell the story of when we were in first year
Yeah.
and she bought a hoodie. And she. Go ahead, Kelly. You tell it.
I bought a hoodie and I wore it.
Right.
End of story.
No, that's not the end of the story, no.
That sounds like the end of the story.
At least
to
I'm
me.
making it to the podcast so that we could share these riveting stories.
Yep, that's the end of the story.
No. Kelly,
I
is
wore
it
a hoodie.
if I tell it, it won't be as flattering if you tell.
Well, at that point in time, I didn't want to wear a shirt on the hoodie. But then I get cold. So,
She was just not wearing anything underneath the hoodies and complaining about being cold.
Aha. I
Oh.
see.
And then also because she's not wearing, anything under that's just in direct contact with the skin, she was washing it way more often than you're supposed to wash hoodies. Because you're supposed to wash a hoodie like once a month. It's this outerwear.
Once
Right.
a
You're supposed
month.
to wash a hoodie.
Once a month.
Okay, it's not like once a month. Let me check.
Yeah,
Once a month is
immediately
fine.
leap onto this one.
It's like after every
No,
4 uses, right? And if you wear it once a week, that's once a month.
He knows he has 5 blue hoodies. He knows
Yes.
better than
Someone
anyone.
is the hoodie aficionado of this group. I'm
No,
not
Listen.
only the
gonna.
blue one. It's
100%.
only the blue
Often.
one.
Once every 2 to 3 weeks, unless they're smelly.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Why not just wash them if they're smelly?
Because
Something
for the sake of like having, yeah,
Think about it.
yeah, basically.
You need to wait for it to start smelling before you deal with it preemptively.
Basically. So yeah. I remember like talking to Kelly and she told me that she washed it like 3 times for the week already.
I
Going
wash.
off deal, Kelly.
I would just wash everything. That.
Oh, Sharma's back.
Hi.
What happened to
Hello.
you not gonna be here? Who's that?
I said I didn't know if I was gonna be here.
Okay.
Not that I was.
Wearing the words in the Gil mouth by Alex.
Yeah.
Alright. Hello, Sharma.
Sometimes.
Now that Sharma's here, we can discuss the jam puff incident.
Oh no.
Yes.
Alright,
Please.
fine.
Wait, you mean jumped out?
Ha.
Okay, alright,
you're
wait, let me
lucky
try
I'm
and
in
get this
public,
started.
so I
How
will
it
fight
happened? How it started? It was Lachlan called
Lachlan
a cake of
referred-
pastry.
Yeah, PS3.
you.
He
We gotta
called-
go back
And
to
then we
like,
had
the
to-
beginning about the
Yes.
red velvet part.
Oh, that too. Yeah, Lachlan, go ahead. Try and explain all your wacky like
His
cake
hatred of
opinions.
chocolate cake.
Okay. I have legitimate reasons for the things that I say, but people don't seem to
I
understand.
don't know.
me. So what happened was there was a Twitter post it was like one of those typical one has got to go. I had both chocolate cake and red velvet cake. And I said chocolate cake because I do not personally enjoy chocolate cake that much. And then I was prosecuted for my beliefs.
Because they have very prosecutable beliefs.
Will prosecute.
Okay, but I explained my reasoning, which is that it's not necessarily about the cake, it's about the frosting.
To which we give you the very sensible counter reply. You can put whatever frosting you want, big man.
But if you buy chocolate cake, the chocolate cake is going to come with red velvet with chocolate frosting.
Not necessarily,
No.
Lachlan. I
Why am I
specifically
going-
don't
am I
buy
going to-
chocolate cake with chocolate frosting because too much chocolate.
Yeah.
Then what do you buy your chocolate cake with?
Vanilla
No
frosting.
Something else. You have options.
There's also the fact that chocolate cake is too rich and red velvet is like more muted.
No, it's the other way around. Like velvet is more rich because of the way they make it.
But like I felt like red velvet's more like sugary for me. I don't know. It appears better with the cream cheese frosting. Anyway, that's not important.
Wait, just now. Like, given
What's
how like
important
regional
is that-
dialects work in Barbados, I would be surprised if Lachlan's just talking about sponge cake or something. Like, he's just talking about something completely different.
Hey, fuck you.
I don't know if it's
We're gonna
that
get to that
serious
point.
at one time.
Lachlan,
Yes.
were you prosecuted or persecuted for your opinions?
I don't
Oh
think
God,
that's good.
Kelly.
He was placed in a
Kelly.
court of law.
Kelly, we're supposed to let that kind of thing slide.
All right.
You've seen my Twitter typos.
It is
But
true.
anyway,
Yes, he's
So
beige.
that
No, he's
Yeah, but-
Bayesian.
But right now you're not typing, so you deserve
Yeah.
it.
that's everything. But anyway, that happened. We moved past that, thankfully. And then the topic of conversation changed to the fact that I apparently referred to carrot cake as a pastry.
What do you mean apparently? You did it.
You did.
Okay. Okay. But here's the
And-
thing, right? The reason I got upset at this part was because I was told that instead of calling it a pastry, I was supposed to refer to it as a dessert. But we had already established that dessert and pastry are not interchangeable. But I was being told that I was referring to it wrong because I was not referring to it as a dessert. You feel me?
Yeah, that was a misplay on the part of my associates. Yeah.
Lachlan,
that
breathe.
And Ali was just like, "Why are you doing?" And I was
No,
like,
like
"Yo,
I was
he
just
didn't
using
say that."
dessert as like I wasn't. You don't have to use dessert specifically, right? But it's like it's just an easier word to interchange than pastry because it's not a pastry.
So it's cake.
Yeah, you could call it because it's not a pastry.
Just,
it's not
just
a
call
pastry.
it a cake. Jesus
Yeah, you could say
Christ.
it's not a pastry.
Dessert is
You
just
said
a catch-all
should
term
call
that you
it a
could have
dessert
used instead.
That
That
does
was
not
the
make
point.
any sense.
Okay, but
Rekindling the flame.
it is not a pastry. I don't care if you call it a dessert or not. Dessert is just a catch-all term that you could use instead of pastry, but it is not a pastry.
Well,
Yeah, same
But-
pastry so much in our feeling for a jam tart.
We'll get
We
to
didn't reach
that.
that part
We'll
yet.
get to that.
You jump
we
in
will
gun.
get to that, Kelly, since you want to start war so badly.
Gun.
But anyway, yeah, so a cake is a pastry. A cake is not a pastry.
No.
No.
Okay.
Wait, yeah, calm
Into
down,
that
fellas.
conclusion.
Calm down. Misspeak. Live. Breathe.
No. You'll get persecuted and prosecuted.
Again.
All right. And then the real thing that really I think set everything off that night was I think someone asked me if I'd had jam tarts, and I asked if you meant jam puffs, and apparently because Chinese do not refer to jam puffs as jam tart, refer to jam puffs as
I've
jam
heard
tart.
it happen.
I am yeah, I am the only Bayesian in the chat. I was automatically persecuted for just saying things differently.
You're the only Bayesian
Y'all
in the
was
server,
wrong
too.
for that one.
Yeah,
Y'all was
thank you.
incredibly wrong for
Someone
that
is on my
one.
side. I would just like
No.
to point out that. I
Not
just need
much
to
like
point out.
the. Okay, continue, please.
No, I just need to
Hold
point
on.
out. Actually, I think you should go first because I feel like what I'm about to say will start an argument.
Okay, I was just gonna say that just like the witch hunts, we don't need to be right. It just needs to feel right.
Exactly. Too true.
100.
Too
Damn, this is
true.
what it feels like to be a minority.
Exactly.
You already are a minority.
Excuse me, I'd like to
Anyway.
make a really small and important announcement.
Alright.
Okay.
So,
Don't tell
Alright.
me it's about your family account, dog. Hey.
Wait, hold
I'm
on.
sorry for this, but it seems that I'll be a lot busier than usual at this very point in time,
Bye, Collie.
and I'm not sure I'll be able to.
When I want to reach
Yeah,
Where
one.
you come from?
I'm not here. I'm not sure I'll be able to talk about the work story today, but next week for sure, we could roll that on to the next podcast.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fine, Colin.
Alright, yeah. Thank you for
Okay,
your
Colin, this
contribution so far, Colin.
Right, take care.
Like,
Alright, yeah.
you're still cancelled for your raisin opinion.
What's wrong with raisins and ice cream?
Raisins in everything is awful.
Raisin and ice
True.
cream does not
Very
fit.
true.
I love
Raisin and ice
Incredibly
cream is
right.
like
Hey,
fine
you
and
know,
normal.
you know what raisins are good in, Nikolai? Bread.
Nah,
Hey,
Raisins are good.
hey,
No,
don't bring your trials and
No.
tribulations to the table here, man.
I'm serious.
Raisins
Raisins
are
Try
are
to
good
be
in the garbage.
reminded
Raisins
of
are
what
good in
you're
the
going through with it.
in the garbage.
I love
But-
raisins.
But anyway,
The only
I just need to
thing-
point-
Okay, right.
No, Rajiv, continue.
No, I was just gonna say that the only thing I think raisins don't belong in is pastels.
yes, sir. Cool
Raisins don't
True.
belong in anything. Also,
Also true, Kelly. You're right.
yes,
Thank you,
I
Kelly.
have a focus group
Nothing
to
but
go.
facts being dropped in this
I was
one.
going.
Focus group
Bye,
I was
to go
going to say something. However,
No, say something.
So she left.
Oh,
However,
God.
no, I'm still there. However, I think I will be murdered.
No,
So
no.
why
Because-
did you
Bye,
like?
Sharma.
Say it.
Why did you even bring it?
Say it.
Why you
Because-
preempted like
No,
that? Now we
because I am-
obligated to murder.
because I'm going to say it. I
Okay.
actually like raisins and pastel.
All right,
Okay,
you
get
get
banned.
muted. Yeah.
Yeah. You've said it.
No, wait.
Bye, Sharma.
You've said enough. It's fine.
Did he actually?
No, I did not
said-
mute you. I did not mute
Okay,
you.
thank you.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
I just had to say it. I'm not going to agree with everybody else just because everybody's
Eh,
saying one thing.
It's okay.
Sharma,
I
if
will
you
say
had
it.
just
Yeah.
said
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
reasons in pastel, everybody would be like, yeah, that's all. But you have to be like, I'm gonna get
Yeah.
murdered. It's like, yeah, we just don't like raisins in pastel.
I
Sharma.
mean, yeah, even if we get on a little bit, everyone has different tastes. They like different things, and that's just how
Hey,
people
hey, shut
are.
up, Corelli
Thank
boy.
you.
Yeah,
Okay,
hold on, except for
Kael.
that one. Except for the
Kael.
Kael. That one,
Yeah.
we will never accept you for that one. I'm very
Nah,
sorry.
Kareili is good. I don't know what your people issue is.
Nah.
Because Rajiv was so kind to me,
Yeah.
I will let him have this one. And Rajiv, you can like whatever you like, okay?
Hey, close your subway, girl.
Because he's kind
Close
to me,
back
I
the
won't
subway.
discriminate against him.
Close back the subway, Sharma.
Anyway.
Well done.
Any other
Anyway,
time,
I just
I will
need to
be mad.
Okay, I need to make one last point about the jam puff argument, and
Yes.
that is the only villain in that was Sharma, because
Did
as
even,
soon as
like-
I said something different,
No.
Sharma immediately jumped to me and spent the whole night criticizing me for the entire time.
No,
Only
because
to
you
then come
started.
around like
Nah,
5 minutes
do
later
not
and be like,
lie.
oh, I was wrong. this
You are
entire
a
time."
gaslighter.
Sharma
Lachlan,
was
you are
the
a
number one-
gaslighter.
No, tell me
You
you were
are
not the number one
gaslighting.
person pushing that argument. No
Gaslighting.
one was coming at me
Gaslighting.
harder than you were.
I am losing my
Listen,
mind.
you see how he's acting right now, right? When we had that argument, it was because he started shouting down the place. And
No,
I had to
because
shout to get my point
all I
across.
did was talk
You
about the
are
ultimate way I had
gaslighting
it.
me.
Hey,
You
one
came
at
after
a
that about the
time,
way I was
children.
saying things,
Did we
One
which was
at
actually
a
based on my
hold
time.
on,
culture,
hold
Sharma.
on?
He's
Did we
actually
even
gaslighting.
talk about how it started?
No,
Because
he just
Rajiv,
Yes,
immediately
I
we
went
did.
just
on.
No,
That
did we
would
even
be
because
discuss
he asked me if I like jam tarts or something like that,
yeah?
and I asked if he
yes,
meant
you
jam puff,
mentioned.
and then everyone was just like, "What the fuck is a jam puff?" And then it broke out into an argument about whether it's a jam tart or a jam puff.
I know somehow the
argument
most
Lachlan,
vehement argument
but
we've
Yes.
ever had.
Lachlan, but at the
And
end of the argument, right, I had told you that the jam puff is supposed to be the proper name for it, even though
Yes,
we call
we
it
know.
jam tarts. We
no,
had
no,
concluded
no.
that.
No.
Both
The
names
problem
are
is
That's
wrong.
not what we conclude at all.
Sharma, it's fine
Both
when you
names
came
are wrong.
around, right? But the problem is that before you
I don't
came
know what we
around, you were the one
concluded.
coming at me the hardest.
The correct name is a
Okay,
turnover, apparently.
and
Okay, I just had to make that point be known.
do
That
you
that
feel like
entire
a
argument was the fault of
victim?
Anthony
That's why you had
Charm.
to say it. Are you a victim?
Hey,
Yes,
Sharma. Sharma, what's going on? You good?
I'm
Okay,
sorry,
first
I
of
had a
all, let
hard
me
day.
establish one thing: buying seafood from Subway is not a bad thing.
Jonathan, that's an
Not,
entirely different argument.
not
No.
this again.
You
No.
start
Exactly
off
not
Oh.
my
wrong.
point.
You start off bad. Try again.
Alright, I
It
just
shouldn't be a thing, period. Also, I remember the fact that we also had the random great cake argument as well, because y'all have a problem with that too, because y'all have a problem with Bayesians on the whole, I'm guessing.
That's a very lame name, great cake. It's
You all
just a
Yeah.
lame
really
name.
call
It
it
literally has
great
great
cake.
in the name,
it's
Sharma.
fruit cake.
Like,
Just call it fruit cake,
yeah,
bro.
it's just say cake. Because then if you say great
Let's say
cake,
cake.
it's supposed to have
Cake
Yeah,
like
is
that's a
cake.
best.
great
No,
cake.
no, listen. If you have great cake, then I would assume you also have best cake, good cake.
Nah, you on a different
Alright
wave.
cake.
You on a
Mediocre
Mediocre
cake.
completely
cake.
different
Mediocre cake.
wave.
Like, yeah, that's basically what you're
You didn't
saying.
need to do all that, Sharma.
It's
Sharma,
just
change
what
your
we
name to
call it.
mediocre cake right
And
now,
that's the point.
please.
That is
I
the
am not
problem.
mediocre cake. I am the best
Please.
cake.
So
They
would you
said
say that you are
mediocre
pretty
cake, you
great
know.
cake, Sharma?
It's
The
so
point
weird.
is
Like,
that I was continuously persecuted just for saying things differently on account of my upbringing, and I feel like that should not stand.
Lachlan, you see, the thing is, right, as you grow older, you're supposed to know what is wrong and what is
Hey,
right.
fuck you.
As you grow older.
like it's such a
Okay,
weird
let's.
name too. All the other Caribbean countries I've heard of have either called it like black cake, fruit cake, rum cake, and you're all just like great cake.
Because that's what we
It's
call it. That's what it's
unusual. No,
called.
it's
It's a
just very
horrible name, bro.
unusual.
It's a
It's really
horrible
not
name.
that
What's
unusual.
wrong with the name Great Cake?
It's
Everything?
Really
generic.
not that bad.
It gives me no
Nothing.
actual knowledge as to what the
Yeah,
cake is.
I have no idea what's in this cake.
So for that, the
It's
person who
just
made it
full of
Every
cake
enjoyed it.
single
with
other
a lot of
part of the
alcohol.
world calls it fruit cake, bro. Probably.
So
I
what?
don't actually know. I can't. Think.
No, well, the Caribbean version is more likely called a black cake because it's black because of the browning you put in it
Yes.
Yes.
And you think black
and
cake
all
is
the
more
fruit
creative than great cake.
because it tells you the color at least.
At least.
And the
Whereas
And you
name
see,
great
great cake
cake,
tells you
and
that it's
then
great.
and then you as a person get to decide whether it is a good cake or a great cake, you know? Like,
yeah,
that's
you
all
have
you
Great
need.
terrible
like
cake. So that's
no,
not
you
the
see,
point.
calling from a psychological perspective, right? Calling it a great cake is priming you, right? Isn't that right, Ali?
Yeah, he's
Why
right.
you call alien?
Are you
No,
I
saying
want to see
eating
true.
cake is gaslighting you?
no, he's correct.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
But like, no, it's so stupid. Anyway, I was victim. I feel like I am the victim in all of this situation.
Yeah, we know you feel like a victim. You already
Because I'm really
explained.
the victim.
Nah,
I'm the head
Hey,
critic. You are the head critic.
That is me swinging my
Basically,
gosh.
basically, what we get out of this is Jonathan Natalie and Anthony Sharma are xenophobic because they
Yes.
cannot respect other people's cultures.
Sharma is xenophobe, to be fair.
Sharma's
Yes,
100% a xenophobe.
unironically.
Like in this situation, that's just not even a joke. He's like,
I
nah,
am
we resolve what the correct way to
I
call it. I'm
am
like,
not.
yo.
I am not. It's just Lachlan. I promise.
No, it's just
Oh god.
It's just Lachlan, I
You're just
promise.
Lachlan phobic.
Yeah.
no. You see how she's victim
Lachlanophobe.
blaming now? She's just trying to drag me down to stop my word
I-
top last meeting.
Changing my name again. I feel like that.
Sharma, I hate you.
She embraces as an identity. No.
As a cute. But
Fellas,
anyway, yes,
big news.
I just need everyone to know that the true victim is me.
I
And
have,
with that
Oh,
being said,
that's the moral of the story.
I don't think
I
that's the
have
end of the
big
story.
news, fellas. Big
I
news
think you're
coming.
onto something.
You're finally
I think you're
coming out,
onto something.
KL?
No.
oh heck yeah.
Aw.
What? Oh
What do
yeah.
you mean? Oh, wait, you're waiting for it?
Yes, that's what you must say
Yeah,
finally.
we missed you.
It was the announcement.
Oh, I can't say it yet, but big news coming. That's all I can
What?
say.
How your announcement gonna be that they're gonna be an
You dropping an album, fellas.
Mhm.
Maybe.
I'm
They
gonna come
gonna
to
start
announce that he gonna announce something. Like he's
Eh?
Nintendo now.
Is a EPLP.
Oh, like music?
No fool.
What?
I heard EP.
Are we good? Everybody have everything out their system now?
I feel like I
No.
still
I
just
thought,
need
oh.
that one.
Yeah,
Good night,
yeah.
mommy. Love you.
I think we could go for another half
Good
hour,
night,
but we
Kael's
shouldn't.
mother.
Good
Oh,
night,
wait,
Everybody
Kael's
say
mom.
goodnight to Kael's mom.
Good night, Kael's mom. I guess I'm everybody.
She's good night.
I said
She
it
says
before you
good night.
did.
I didn't hear you.
I feel like we should still persecute Lachlan a little.
I think
Rajiv.
he's had enough.
Just
I think
a
he's had
little.
enough.
Rajiv, you're my favorite. I need you to not do this right now.
It's what is
Okay,
Rajiv doing?
Lachlan.
I'm not the one that
No,
you
I
actually
know,
know.
I know, yeah, I know we've been memeing a lot, Lachlan, but we still love you. And like,
Uh-huh.
the stuff you say is a little different, but that's fine. Everyone's different.
You sound like a principal right now, bro.
Yeah. Oh god.
Mhm.
It cannot be that serious.
I think Sharma just has to go under racial sensitivity training and then everything will be good.
Yeah.
You might get onto something there. You might be on
So
awesome.
please, Lachlan, keep bringing your Bayesian idiosyncrasies to this channel.
But
Sure.
what about world peace? I feel like we'd have world peace if he doesn't do that.
That would say what about world peace?
Yes. Anyway, I'm gonna go now.
Okay, thank you,
Take
Lachlan.
care, Lachlan.
Bye.
Bye.
That's gonna sound horrible, by the way, on when it goes on YouTube.
Well,
Like basically, what you don't realize when you're speaking is that when you speak over somebody else, you don't sound as clear as you hear yourself. So it just sounds like a jumbled mess. So that whole thing is just gonna be a jumbled mess on YouTube.
Of course.
I mean, like, most of it already has been a jumble mess anyway,
We
so
go
we'll be fine.
back.
True. Too true.
Fellas,
Yeah.
are you
Fellas,
like
got-
anime?
Who?
Oh, you like anime?
Oh,
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, you like Yu-Gi-Oh?
It's like
If you like what?
Oh, you
Neon
like
Genesis
Yu-Gi-Oh?
Evangelion. I was watching you
yes,
today, actually.
sir.
Hey, look, Yu-Gi-Oh, man, come.
Yeah, one.
Gang.
True.
hello.
How you going, Yu-Gi-Oh, man?
What?
He said Yu-Gi-Oh. He said
Why are
Yu-Gi-Oh.
you asking about Yu-Gi-Oh? Because like I was actually watching Yu-Gi-Oh today.
How you feel
What?
about JoJo?
Huh?
Okay,
This
we're
man
moving on.
confused.
Yeah. Collie not here, so you're gonna have to skip his story. Wait, no, Collie here.
here
About
now.
that one, Jay.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, Collie here.
Khalid just talked by.
Oh shit, we in a podcast. I forget. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
So
Can you believe
due to
today, Saturday, I couldn't.
Bro, you're
I
killing me, dog.
You're gonna have to be
Due to,
specifically
Gang,
informed. You could not
gang.
believe.
yeah, due to accelerated circumstances,
All I had to
Shout
say
I'm
is
now able to
Shout
tell
out.
the story.
Johnson Ali
Yes,
Johnson
sir.
I'm now
Ali
able to tell the story
is
today.
xenophobic.
No!
Apart from
You're gonna just come out and slander me, bro. How's that?
Anthony Sharma is also xenophobic.
Why you just read out Lachlan tweets?
love you, Dillon.
Collie, you wanna
Get
tell
that.
the story, bro?
No problem.
That sound
Chief.
like it. You know?
Yeah, man. We could tell it now, man.
Go ahead, bro. Go
So-
ahead. The floor is yours.
So for 2 weeks, right? I used to work at Bryden's. It's basically that blue that blue warehouse building next to what was that name again? Fuji.
Take your time, sir. Take a deep breath and visualize it, and then speak it.
Oh, you gonna tell him how to visualize it, bro?
It's basically
Visualize it,
a blue
visualize.
building next to Fujitsu in Baratai on Baratai side, right?
Oh, so
I
that's
was
when
I
working
he's
there
know.
for 2.
looking. Yeah, that's when he's on my side. I remember that.
Yeah, I was working there for
That's
2
when I
weeks.
lent you my fire emblem.
Yeah, I'm
boy.
sorry.
Oh no! Oh
I'm
god!
not gonna let that go.
That was the
Not the
last time he
fire
see his
emblem.
fire emblem.
And well, I've only worked there for 2 weeks because they said that how my performance was not up to standard to their workplace. But
What
let
you
me
do
tell
wrong,
you,
Collie?
the real possible reason that I may have gotten fired on
Because
that
you're
Real
black.
same week.
possible reason that you may have gotten fired.
Yeah,
I see.
They could have
I
just been
was going
racist,
to.
bro.
Well, my entire job is a clerk, right? As accounting clerk. I believe that's what they call it. Basically, all these sales and stuff that Brydens does, we basically categorize them, sort them out, and store them away in case people need it. In
You're
case
doing your
people need
job
it,
true.
come back to reference it to anything, right? That was my job there.
True.
We take all the orders, we separate. We take all the orders, we categorize them, separate them, and store them away. That's what we do.
Right.
And well, one of my colleagues was telling me to sort out these documents and stuff. I'm gonna do a few things down back in my house. When I come back, you should be done with this. I was not done with that.
True.
Well, I say that was a hard luck to me, right? I wasn't feeling the atmosphere. It's okay, so that's fine.
You wasn't feeling the
There
atmosphere.
was this particular document that we had
Let him talk.
Vibes
Let him
were
separated.
talk.
just not there.
Yeah, keep going, keep
Yeah,
going.
there was this particular file that we separated from like the entire stack, especially because a lot of people was looking for this specific file, and I was the only person in our office at the time who was able to sort out that file. So I said, let me rest it in the corner there where they could find it, right? Yeah, that's yeah.
True.
Okay.
Oi?
I love that. Not gonna lie, that whole time he was just sounding like a politician.
Honestly, I will call you go
Yeah,
file
sorry.
boy.
Yeah, sorry,
Oh
my
God.
Alright,
mother was
okay.
talking to me at
Yeah,
at
man,
that
go ahead,
point
go
in
ahead, go
time,
ahead.
right? But anyways, continuing. So I say, let me just rest it in the corner there where they will find it, and hopefully we didn't cause no problems. But days later, not only that plenty of people was asking for this specific file, it just it just went missing. It was like it vanished off the face of the planet. No one was able to find that, right? So of course, me being the only person who was able to sort out that file during that important time, the blame would automatically fall upon me.
True.
Of course, nobody didn't tell me that because that would have sound kind of bad. I understand that, right? Nobody didn't even tell me that directly. But I
Collie,
know the blame was gonna fall upon me because people keep asking about this same file.
I have one question.
Collie, that sounded like corruption to me.
Yeah.
It listen,
I feel so, but
unrelated.
it's okay.
Wait, listen, unrelated to like this whole story, right? But it's kind of related to Collie, anyways. But didn't Collie fail accounts?
Hey,
Oh my
Sharma.
god.
You
Are you
come
on a
So
out
how
kind of
company
come?
strong.
man,
I
boy?
mean,
Where you
So
going?
how come his paper was
Okay,
accounting
I,
clerk?
I I feel chemistry and get into
no. It's not
biochemistry.
no.
I don't see your
Did
point.
I say accountant clerk? I was
He
But
said
that's not
he said
typically how things
accounting clerk,
is.
and
yeah.
and
Why are you
that's
So
why
minding
I
this
was
man
like,
business, boy?
yes, I did fail accounts.
I was really minding my
I
business
was definitely
too.
Yeah,
admit
man,
that.
go.
I'm gonna try back again. I love accounts.
no, but
Never forget that.
no, it's fine. I don't care that you fail or anything. I
You
just trying to
sound like
figure
a
out
kid.
how did they give you the how did they
Nah,
give you the position
Collie,
of accounting
Nah,
clerk
well,
if you didn't
obviously it
have the
was just a
credentials for accounting?
exactly, Colin, you were a pawn in a much larger game.
Oh God.
The conspiracy
It's
theories
well.
coming
true
out
Let
though.
me say it.
philosophically.
Let's say it.
They hire Colin, uh, because they just needed somebody to take the fall, right? So
So
basically, if they didn't tell if they didn't tell Colin that, oh yeah, you do this wrong, you're missing this thing, blah blah blah, then I mean they just hire him to use him to say, oh yeah, this thing went missing, blah blah blah, but we know who was to blame and we fire him and they just sweep it under the rug. That's really what
I
happened.
wonder what was in the file.
What was in the file, Colin? Only you handle it.
There's a secret files.
It was basically carbs. It was basically carb-based sales. It was a simple file, but everybody
Okay.
was looking for it.
Hold on.
It was just a bunch
I
of
think we all
basics. It was
glossed over
just
the
a bunch
fact
of basics.
that Collie just pick up something, move it somewhere else, and forget about it, and then go missing.
And after that,
Colin, you
like
sure
they
you
couldn't
didn't carry
really
it
find
home?
after that. Of course, I didn't
Colin, you
carry
sure
it
you
to
didn't
him. I checked my
I know-
bag countless
I know,
times.
I know. At least like 4 times I went home with like Andy physics for you. Like I remember.
That's very true too. That's always fun.
No,
That
I
did
checked
in
my
fact
bag countless
occur.
times.
Fellas, not gonna lie to
I
you.
know for a fact.
I don't have my physics for you still, but I have Andy one.
Now, man,
Like I
probably
could
like get in
can't
trouble
open
for
it
not
and
doing
it says Andy William.
He didn't do his physics homework, and he get in trouble because of you.
Yeah, it was me.
It was you all along.
God will learn. Look what
This-
you
I tell him
call.
after. I tell him after it was fine.
I have a
He
question.
didn't cuss you out.
It's not like I couldn't give him the homework because I didn't do it. So
I have a
Wow,
question,
dude.
right?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is being recorded right now.
Yes.
Yes.
So Collie just pull in.
Collie just confessed to multiple crimes.
Uh-huh.
That one in quick crime.
Of your own
Uh-huh.
version.
God.
Of your own version.
Yeah, fellas. Oh, you remember the pilot episode?
listen.
What
I will
pilot?
not
Wait, but
name
the
I
it.
episode
probably
where
Nah,
everybody
no,
admits crime?
Why?
No, we
When
can't
an
talk about this.
unidentified individual did things that we will not identify.
Yes, sir.
Javid.
What?
Oh God.
The pilot episode is unlisted. So
No, it's private.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Because
No, it's
somebody,
just unlisted.
somebody
same
went.
difference.
Yeah.
Anyways.
It's private because
That was a
someone
wonderful
happened to-
story, Collie
Yeah,
Hazel.
but-
Thank you.
You're welcome, Chief. I really tried to narrate it as best as I could.
You did a good job. You want to pick up the file and move it somewhere else for no reason.
No, like I separated
it's funny
apart
how-
from. I separated apart from the pile. It was literally next to. It was literally that one document next to the entire pile. And all of
Yeah,
a
he
sudden,
separated and he was like, "Yeah, fellas, this is when I carry it home. I'll do it later. I'll
You're
finish
really
it."
incriminating this man, Colin. The man didn't do all
He's
that,
like-
right?
He's
I'm
like,
not
"I'll
a
go finish it
criminal.
when I go home. I'll go finish it when I go home. It's fine, you know."
Listen, all I know is in business environments, things just disappear with
That's
no kind of tracking of
That's
who
absolutely
had it or was
You
going
mean
on
you-
anything.
You mean the retort stands in prayers?
No, that's not
yeah.
business environment. That's an
No.
educational environment.
Fellas,
I'd like
that
to
is-
tune your voice
that's
on
a
now,
story
my
for
Dillon.
another- Yeah.
Boy, Ali, come back here and
Nah.
just go to jail now, boy.
Crazy. He's an upstanding member of the
Business,
community, and I don't know what you could possibly be alluding to.
I've
I
seen
just
it
want
already,
Mr. Demand
fellas.
when I ready,
Hoodies,
boy.
Cake, and Crime. Are the title. Somebody write that down.
For this cake and crime.
Yeah. That's just
When we talk about cake,
What do you mean when we
Nah,
talk-
Nah,
When
that
was-
man
when
missed
was
that man
it?
missed some important information.
boy, I was
Yeah.
always here, boy.
You go
Nah,
tier
like-
20 every
Uh-huh.
something.
Yeah, in spirit,
Ooh,
but not
speaking
spiritually,
of
no.
air fryers, I had food from my air fryer today. It tastes so good.
That's more the reason to buy one. Thank you, Kael.
Yeah. But all you
I mean,
invest
yeah,
in
does
some
make
air
half rounds
fryers,
with
though.
air fryers.
Air fryers.
I am
is
going
the
to
best
email
together.
Rolly and tell him what you're doing.
So what do you man doing, buddy?
Buy an air fryer. Rolly didn't give him money
Hey.
for that.
Hey,
What you,
Sharma,
how
Sharma,
you know what role to give this man money for?
Sharma,
Usually
we
best friend.
That
You see a
that
counter?
is true. That is true. But I just kind of accept that Ali
Well,
goes to
Sharma.
buy air
So you
fryer.
said.
Some
Sharma had to get some
consider-
stitches in her fellas. Sharma had to get some stitches.
Now what you say?
That was long overdue, you know, but yeah.
All you
Long
ever
overdue.
realize.
Colin,
All you ever realize.
Colin,
that
walk
the
yourself, eh?
GARP
Well,
logo
that girl invited
is
you to
somebody's
she house for
fucking
Diwali, and that's what you
Yeah.
gonna do?
That's
Oh, yeah.
exactly. Colin, you are
I keep forget-
uninvited.
I'm sorry.
Colin, you
Damn.
But it's
never,
fine.
Colin, you never get food from me.
It's fine. I'm
You
sorry.
don't solly that
You was the one trying
Sharma, you
to
sure about that?
email
Sharma, you
Rowley.
sure about that? Sharma, when you pass next 4 years when you pass and you see Collie on the side of the road sleeping, you won't give him food.
Nah.
Hey, I don't like you
Collie,
wishing my white
listen,
Collie in it.
Dillon,
What happened to all the men, boy?
Dillon, at the
Nah,
end of the day,
boy.
I don't care if you say I need stitches, but the fact that I invite Collie to my home to get food and thing, and he say I need stitches, that's disrespect. I like
Yeah,
it.
that is respectful for real. Collie is the one to do it.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Collie just not hungry is what he's saying.
Boys are disrespect in this place.
It's really a lot of disrespect. I'll get on.
Nah.
I'll
Anyway,
take that
fellas,
up.
you all have more topics, so like I could say something randomly.
No man.
I only have like one
Do we
more
gotta
thing to
do?
talk about, so yeah, go ahead.
Go through.
You got nothing to
Nah,
talk about.
Oh, go ahead.
I just see a TikTok, bro, and like it's a screen recording of a WhatsApp thing. The man leave the tile man home, and he
Layers.
come back, and the man put the tiles upside down, fellas. That's all I had to say. It was so funny. Like you know how the bottom are like all the tiles look the same, right? With like the pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh god, he just come home and he just see those like this is not the pattern I buy. Wait, the man do it upside down.
So you just need to come in here and talk about tiles.
Well, you know you love to lay tile with. So
Yes, sir.
irrelevant to your interest.
Done tiling, Nathan.
The only thing Ali Lane is pipe.
Dang.
Tiles and coffee.
That's very much not the case. This man is an outstanding member of
Fellas,
the
when I was
Italian
in secondary
community.
school, all the teachers, you know, they used to watch me and say, yeah, that boy could lay some pipe.
Wait, what are you
God.
saying? Wait, what are you saying?
I got tired in here.
Ali,
We should
please,
cut that out.
Yeah,
We should cut out
probably.
that soundbite and
Yeah,
send
leave
it
it
to
to-
some of them. No. Yeah.
Yeah, well, Mr. Ramla, how to see about that one?
Yes, Mr. Ramla. We still have Ramla's number.
Mr. Ramla, have you ever had this thought about the students?
Nah. I go in with my phone itself. She even had a listening to it. I go and send it to she. I go and shoot it live. I walk up to
Oh,
Missy
God.
Mungle and I was like, Missy Mungle, you ever see Ali lay pipe?
No.
This man say you compliment him on how good he's
Sexual
laying pipe.
harassment.
What do you reckon? I know how to use
No,
PVC.
teachers.
We listening?
I work in a hardware store. Right?
Right?
True.
Yeah, but
Did
all
happen.
you ever do was cut the pipe. Oh, go on.
Okay, and?
What
Do you know how to attach
you mean,
pipes?
okay, Ann?
Yeah,
Talk
you
about laying
have,
pipe.
you have PVC glue
Laying out.
and it's a thread seal.
Right?
You use thread seal for
But
the.
can you do it?
Yes, I can.
Ooh.
It's literally glue and tape, dog.
So when we buy the land in Cooper, you'll be the one to handle that.
Yes. Actually, yeah.
Oh, he handling plumbing.
Yes, sir.
Fellas,
Mine house by.
Kael doing electrical.
y'all better don't use that toilet, you know.
You flush it once and it busts.
I do in Thailand thing though.
Just go dig a hole outside, and
Sorry, don't say
You
she
know?
putting galvanize on the roof.
Latrin days, boy. Latrin.
Sharma, say what?
Sorry, you going up on the roof to put on the galvanized glue.
I remember hearing her say that. That's
Yeah.
true.
Okay. Yeah, man. I'll go do it. I'll do it. As
Would
long
you?
as I have a friend.
I don't know.
You asking for a thing,
I'm
baby?
not
I don't
a
know. Yeah.
No.
you'll get a house, you'll get land, you'll get free plumbing. But I know about no friend thing here, dog.
I mean, the only reason we're doing this is for our grandchildren to have a land dispute. That's
Yes,
it.
sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You're going to have a
Okay.
falling out.
Fair
You
enough.
have problems with each other.
We're gonna make the will like
Uh-huh.
specifically vague, right?
No, they have to fight to the death for it.
Oh,
I don't
shit,
think
when
we can
I-
like
Battle
explicitly
Royale.
do that.
Alright.
don't know.
Okay, not to the death. Just like casual maiming, you know? Just like
Trial by
like
combat.
Just till they unwell physically.
With the exception of Jonathan Ali child and Dillon Mays child, they could kill each other. But
what?
only two of them.
Not in the eyes of the law.
This part of the contract.
No, it's not. No. They just
I mean,
The
you're not
law don't care
allowed.
about the contract.
No,
Hey,
if
that's
it's
true,
if
but
it's
not
illegal,
in this
the contract is the contract is unenforceable if it stipulates something that's illegal.
no physical fighting, just legal fighting. So they have to do everything in a court of law.
And everyone has to
Trial
use the
by
same lawyer.
combat.
If you
Everybody
can't
has to use
afford
the
a lawyer, you're gone through.
No,
My
no.
grand
Make
style would
I'm
everyone.
not sure
beat
either way,
you
to be
up,
honest.
dog.
Yeah.
My grandson throwing hands, dog.
Nah, he had a two hands with the lawyer
Well, L to you.
in a court of law.
Yeah, fighting lawyer.
Wait, yeah,
They
that may
To the
come out right.
lawyer and
they
the
selecting a
judge.
champion to work to fight on their stead.
No, that could work.
Imagine you do law, you pass the bar exam. You're like, yeah, first case. I was like,
Wait.
yeah,
How
pull up.
how many
Land.
Hands here.
meters? How many meters above sea level is Cuba?
Enough, I hope.
Enough.
I hope it's enough. I don't actually know.
I mean, like, will there still be? Will Cuba still be when our
That could make it
grandchildren
even
are
more
around?
exciting, right? Like if they're racing against the clock.
Bro, imagine sea level just like rising rapidly. You just like waterlogged fighting
there'll
them on
be
in the ocean.
No, but
you
then
see,
Cuba will
there'll be
become
a
a
very
coastline property, right? Like, that will make
there'll
it
be a
more
very
valuable.
very brief period of time when Cuba is prime beachfront property.
Right. So
But
that
Tell
I
me
mean,
the
like,
play that we're making right now. We're gonna accelerate global warming so that our property in Cuba will
oh
gain
no,
more by being a beachfront property.
long-term
but
I
investment,
Ali,
think
bro.
I need something you're saying not enough to me, and I need to go on Google Maps to find out where Cuba is.
oh god, but
Not
Ali,
because I
yeah,
don't know where it is, because I don't feel like Cuba is on the coast for some reason.
no, that's why we're talking about global warming and sea
Oh.
level rising, Sharma.
Oh no, wait, Cuba is on the coast. Oh, yeah. Wow.
Technically,
So,
all are we on
oh,
the coast.
Yo,
Oh.
Cuba.
Technically,
Hava Beach. Cuba Beach.
everything in Shogunas. Well, I know we're talking about Cuba, but like I spoken to Rajiv specifically, everything past the highway is technically coast. It is ready to go.
I mean,
The moment
yeah,
that
we
water
are
come up,
Right. So like the
ridiculously
water just
close.
started like coming out a little bit, right? And I was like beachfront
yeah.
property, dog.
But you also need to consider the ramifications of the oil spill that's going to happen.
What
Mm-hmm.
else, man?
What do you mean oil
So
spill? Oh wait, you was
you
gone
don't
while we
read
was
like,
talking about oil spin. Never mind.
Yeah, not bad.
Cause it was in the
but
night.
you don't read papers or watch news or nothing, boy.
News is
Just listen back to the recording, you understand everything, boy. Right at the start.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
You understand everything. That's a bold claim making it.
You understand everything. I explained with
Everything will
perfect
become
clarity.
plain.
I was not confused at all. Rajiv justified.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
he said a lot of words, and some of them made sense.
Anyways, I think
True.
we could keep the quarantine topic for next week. Rajiv, you wanna do
Yeah.
anything?
All right, yeah, that's a thing that I'm in charge of.
Yeah, go ahead.
And I'll just no, give me a second. I need to figure out which tab I had to open in.
Bro.
You didn't have this prepared.
I have it
Alright.
prepared, but like I don't go off the top of my head every time. The word of the day is ruthless.
Repeat.
Ruthless. Can
No,
anyone spell it?
ROOTHLESS.
RUTHLESS.
No. No, it's not. That's not it, Ali. I know you're memeing with me right now. What'd you say, Colin? How do you spell it?
RUTHLESS.
That is correct. Our sentence is the members of the server ruthlessly persecuted Lachlan.
But it's not ruthlessly. You hit them with the adverb version. That'd be freestyle. I was like,
You know what? Nikolai?
I'm not
You're
feeling lost and
100%.
confused.
They
You're
were ruthless
100%
in
correct.
their persecution of Lachlan.
That is excellent, Ali. Excellent use
Thank
of the
you.
word.
This sounds like a
Now, where
principle
does
for
it come
referee,
from?
bro.
Where does it come from, and what does it mean?
The
Well, it
dictionary.
means, as you can tell, having or showing no pity or compassion for others. Where's it come from? Well, it's made from the word ruth, which is apparently, well, it used to be a word, unless. There also used to be a word ruthful, but that people stopped using it since like the 17th century. Now, yeah, so people started using ruthless from about the 14th century, and it comes from Old English, well, Middle English ruth. Okay, now where does ruth come from? Eventually, it comes from the word rue, which you may recognize from the phrase "rue the day that I met you" or something like that. However, you use it. As you know, people don't really use rue except in that sentence anymore, And what does rue
This
mean? It means
man,
to feel
this man
regret.
from IPAL used to use it.
Have you
Never.
Yeah,
Sharma?
no, people use it as rue the day, but you'll never see anyone use rue by itself anymore.
Okay.
And it ultimately means feel regret. And that comes from a variety, Old English, yada yada, Proto-Germanic, eventually,
So yada
ultimately
yada.
meaning to push or strike. Yeah, yeah. So that's how we got ruthless. And everything that came before is the only surviving member of its family. So good job.
That's Gucci,
You're gonna start showing an anime about it soon.
huh?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. All right. Any closing comments? Kael, going on the line.
Yes.
Good comment, Dillon.
Alien trauma is xenophobes.
Rajiv.
I
Sharma.
kind of feeling for pastels now.
I am not a xenophobe. I'm a Lachlan phobe. Leave me alone.
Collie.
I apologize to Sharma for basically saying that she deserves threats. And if she ever has the definitely have to forgive me, she would re-invite me to her house to the valley so I can get my karma please.
Well done, Collie. That is my closing remark.
All right, from
Can
everybody
I
here.
have another comment?
No! We need another comment.
No, Collie.
From everybody here, this has
Oh
been
boy.
BTA Podcast Episode 9. Good night.
Good night.
Wash man.
I forgot to mute the bot. What? Yeah, I'll skip it again.
Okay, I'm gonna be enough. Bye bye.
Right, bye bye.
Bye bye.